Psalm Wooching. Psalm is the son of Arnold and Shannon Wooching, standout football player at Kealakekee High School. Psalm is coached by Sam Keawapalani. Psalm would like to thank his coaches, including Coach.
The recruiting process for high school kids is extremely difficult. The first thing you got to do is play good and be seen. The main thing is throwing film out there that some of those coaches will, glance their eye at and say, "Oh, look at this kid. We got to check him out." A coach from UCLA wrote me on Facebook, said, "Hey, I think you're the next big thing. I want to check you out." And I was like, "This can't be real." Long story short, a whole bunch of all their college coaches came. I'm from the Big Island of Hawaii. My dad is born and raised in Western Samoa in Apia, and my mom is Caucasian. She's white. She's from the state of Washington. And my dad introduced rugby to me very young. Grew up watching Manu Samoa, the 15s, the 7s. It's kind of like a religion in the island. I grew up watching Brian Lima, the chiropractor. They call him the chiropractor in the islands. I try to mold my game a little bit from him, his defensive side. How when he lays a hit, the opponent feels it. Also the Tuilangi brothers, all of those guys, their take with the ball and how they're so explosive, and one guy doesn't take them down. They're always falling forward, always going forward, and getting that hard meters. So football came into my life about sophomore year of high school. I was playing rugby growing up. Some football coaches from the local high schools were, curious about me and said, "Hey, you should come and try play some football." So I attended the local high school and really excelled. And I was fortunate enough to choose where I wanted to go to school for free. So the first year I went to college, I sat out, just learned the game. We call it a redshirt year here in the States. The next year I started at fullback, which is like the bigger version of a running back. And I started every game at fullback. After that year, I went to the new head coach. I said, "Hey coach, I'm a rugby player at heart. This is what I love to do. Can I try and transition to defense?" I was known playing rugby for my big hits and whatnot. And he said, I was thinking that the same exact thing. And the rest is history. My last final year, I was strictly an outside backer, which, I excelled a lot at. I was a captain. I led in sacks. I led my team to the fourth standing team in the nation. I had 30 plus agents every day calling my phone, texting me, constantly trying to reach out on social media saying, "Hey, all these NFL teams are asking us about you. Can we represent you? Can we represent you?" I had the New York Jets, I had the Oakland Raiders call me on draft days or a couple days before draft. "Hey, what's your plans? Are you sure you want to do this rugby? We'll take you. We want you." And I heard that and I was like, this was still the right decision I made, was to go to rugby. That's the big question everyone's asking me is why did you turn down all that money? Why'd you turn down all that fame, or whatever they say? But it's hard to answer that question if you've never played it. But people that have played it know, just that rush you have when you have that ball, when you can fend someone, when you make a huge hit. And the brotherhood that comes with it. It's like no other sport. I've been the top level of college football. I've played all these teams, and still yet that brotherhood, that game feeling, that adrenaline you get on the field when you make a break or you make a big hit is like nothing else.